This offseason, the New York Jets acquired Geno Smith from the Raiders in a trade that also saw the team swap late-round draft picks. Smith had been widely viewed as a bridge quarterback for the Jets, but head coach Aaron Glenn spoke highly of his new quarterback at league meetings yesterday.
You always want to bring in competition, and that's going to happen organically. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like he's the guy that's going to lead us to the promised land. He's the guy that's going to touch the ball more than anybody else on offense. And listen, I know he had his struggles, and I think a lot of quarterbacks, they have their struggles. If you look at over the last 5 years, the guy that's thrown the most interception. I mean, the top guys are up there.
He is the quarterback that's going to lead the Jets to the promised land. Kmart, you like or don't like this from Aaron Glenn?
Look at Steve.
See, the promised land is
here's the problem. Shay, I'm holding you accountable as well. When you clip the quote, and I know we ran the whole audio, but when you just end the sentence with, this is the quarterback who will lead us to the promised land, it sounds crazy. But all he is saying is that I trust this veteran quarterback to come in here and do the job. He's going to have the ball more than anybody. I don't understand why in March we are sort of I don't get it. It's because it's the Jets, and I don't think that's fair. Geno Smith, I get it. He didn't have a good season in Vegas, right? But also that roster, we've talked about that roster being in need of more talent, right? I don't think Aaron Glenn said anything wrong. You expect your coach to say, I believe in the guys that I brought in, and there's going to be competition. It also gave him cover in case they don't take a quarterback this year. Geno's the guy. What's the issue, Steven?
I don't think it's on Geno. I think it's the fact that the Jets are going to be led to the promised land, period, by anybody. I think that's the part that we're all like, what? But what is he talking about?
The whole coach.
The last thing.
Go ahead, Steve.
The last thing. I'm just going to make a confession here. I love Kimberly Martin.
Oh,
I really do.
Here we go.
I do not like, I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking. I love you, girl. And I do not like, it's one thing to be critical, but I don't like getting on you. I really, really don't.
So don't.
You have gotten soft. You have gotten soft. Yes, that's right.
No,
that's right. That's right. I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it. And I'm going to tell you why. You have been an outstanding NFL reporter for years. Don't talk to me about what he meant. What'd he say? He said promised land. We quoted him. He knew the media was there. Aaron Glenn is not a baby. He's not somebody that's never spoke to the media before. This brother said the promised land and Geno Smith in the same sentence. Now, damn it, what am I supposed to make of that? You said, I know it sounds crazy, but nothing. The New York Jets have not made the playoffs in 15 years. They haven't had a winning record in a decade. And this man, first of all, what the hell you doing mentioning the promised land fresh off of a 3-14 season? That's number one. What you even mentioned in the word promised land? How'd that come out your mouth, you Aaron Glenn? That's number one. Number two, Geno Smith. Now, I know it wasn't his fault totally. Pete Carroll, 75 years old, Raiders, bereft of talent. We got it. 3-14. I got it. He was 2-13 as a starter. 19 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Not as great this year. Had some good years in Seattle. He's not a scrub, Geno Smith. I'm not here to disrespect him. But there is nothing about Geno Smith that should provoke you to utter the words promised land. See, that's kind of stuff that's going to come back to haunt Aaron Glenn. That's kind of stuff right there. Because my man RC knows him well, raves about him as a man, as a leader. And I got it. I'm not here. I'm not rooting against the man. But you got to know what you're saying. You got to understand there's certain words that can't come out of your mouth in certain situations. And promised land And Geno Smith is one of them. You can't be relying and dependent on the Kimberly Martins of the world to come on national TV. That's not what he really meant. What he meant to say was, he's a grown-ass man, very fluid in speaking the English language. You can't say that. You can't. And that's what he did.
The only person who should have said Promised Land yesterday was in Minneapolis with Springsteen when he did Promised Land in song number 8. That's the first thing. He happens to be right. Stevie happens to be right. Kimberly, come on now. I mean, the only ask Pete Carroll if he went to the Promised Land after that year last year. How about 2 years ago when the Seattle didn't make the playoffs? They bring Donald in, they win the Super Bowl. I mean, how about Aaron Glenn say, you know what? He's coming off a bad year. He wasn't great the first time with the Jets. We're taking a fly. We're throwing something against the wall. Maybe he'll surprise us and have a big year. He's getting an opportunity. How about saying something as simple as that where the Jet fan can understand where he's coming from? Because when you put Promised Land in the same equation as Geno, we're all in big trouble. And with the Jets, for that matter. Those three things don't go. Geno, Promised Land, Aaron Glenn. Those three things don't go together. So Stephen's 100% right. Now fight us off. Go ahead.
The whole clip, if you listen to it, I was walking around at the owners' meetings yesterday. Like, it didn't sound crazy when you listen to the whole clip. It really doesn't. I feel like when you clip it at he's taking us to the Promised Land, I feel like people are hanging on to those two words when really the man is just saying the guy's going to have the ball. We're going to go as he goes, which is no different, Shay.
Play calling is my superpower. Okay, we let it slide. Promised Land. I can't let it slide.
Put some bass in your voice when you're mocking me.
I'm looking you right in your face, Kimberly, and let me tell you where you're going to get in some trouble. I have no doubt in my mind that I can go back and look at articles that you have written throughout the years where you've taken a couple of words or a sentence and evolved a column or an article around those profound words that have come out of somebody's mouth. For you to sit up here on national television and to tell us Promised Land and Geno Smith with the New York Jets, by the way, let's not forget that. And you would not have made a story out of that. That is a lie. I know your work. I know how it is. You here for a reason. There's a reason you on the scene covering NFL games throughout the year, and we home watching because we ain't you. You cover the damn sport. You know what the hell a story is, and you know good and damn well that if you were writing or if you had to do Sunday NFL Countdown and you had just spoken to Aaron Glenn and he said the coach of the New York Jets, all right, walking purgatory in football. If the coach of the New York Jets had said Promised Land and Geno Smith in the same sentence, Greedy would have had you behind on national television saying, what did Aaron Glenn say? And you would have been on the camera. Yes, he said it. You know it. I know it. Doggy knows it. Shay knows it. Everybody knows it. Come on, Kimberly. You know that. You can't say that if you Aaron Glenn. You just can't do that. You can't.
Oh, no, left you speechless? Okay.
I'm trying to bring context.
She knows.